my name is Natalia, and during this moon, I represented Nicaragua in the community of American countries. My topics were topic A, which was measures to control the environmental crisis by 2050, and topic B, which was measures to control forced migration. So topic A, which was measures to control the environmental crisis by 2015, was basically taking action against the global warming, taking control over the problems around the world, and also being responsible about the consumer use of each citizen. On topic B, which was for measures to control forced migrations, it was basically taking action upon the problems around the world which cause migrants to migrate forcefully and allowing migrants to have a full citizenship and a worthy life in the country of their choice. So around the arguments, my fellow delegates gave on topic A was everybody was basically in favor, since taking action against the environmental crisis is a serious problem. Therefore, everybody proposed solutions and taking action upon their country. But the USA was against, since they gave the solution that economic growth was more important. Therefore, we should care more about their economic growth and the money we should produce. So during topic B, most delegates were in favor of taking action and being careful with migrants and giving them a worthy life. But again, the USA was against. They proposed that migrants should not be allowed to enter the country, since the USA does not mean to have an alliance with any other country, since they are so powerful. So yeah. So during the consensus in topic A, basically Nicaragua's position was helping other countries, bigger countries, which had more powers and less resources, to empower them and create new solutions like plant-based energy and solar energy from mining materials. Nicaragua made an alliance with Chile, Canada, and other powerful countries, as well as many other smaller countries, which allowed their resources to be used. And on topic B, Nicaragua did not have the greatest development, but Nicaragua proposed creating an agreement between each country, which allowed migrants to pass free without any charges or any tickets, which was quite similar to the conclusion we came. So thank you. So to promote the solutions, it was quite easy, since all you had to do is target each country, and you could do that without implying that it wouldn't take a lot of effort or money to imply these solutions. Therefore, most countries agreed to the solutions and proposed even greater solutions. Okay, I'm sorry, it's raining. So at the end of the day, representing Nicaragua in Moon was quite easy, since I'm totally in favor with everything they represent. Nicaragua takes a lot of care about the environment, has taken a lot of action with their citizens and implied them to participate against these problems. And on migration, Nicaragua has their doors open to every migrant, regardless of their problem or their country of origin.
Now, my name is Emilio Arch. I represented the Russian Federation in the Security Council, and both topics were the nuclear threats that North Korea used to pose to the Eastern and Western world, and the second topic was how ISIS began recruiting Western people to join their forces in other areas, such as Africa or East Asia. Now, about the first topic, we had to research some aspects, including A, the military threat that North Korea posed both to China, Russia, and South Korea, for example. B, the actual military influence of the Western world. And C, how we could make sure that all civilians were safe during the entire prosecution of this conflict. Now, the other topic, which was the recruitment of members of the Western world to be part of ISIS, was a bit more interesting, more complex. However, we really didn't touch the subject at all. It included, first, the presence of Western countries within the main conflict, which is in Iraq and Syria. Next, the expansion of ISIS into other nations such as Somalia or even southern Russia. And the last one, which was how to prevent future actions of this organization to occur in other regions of the world. As the Russian Federation was that I was in agreement of whatever North Korea said, and I wanted to get the most peaceful resolution as well as getting the best deal. For example, the retirement of American troops, which is one of their main points. They want to retain full control of the Eastern Hemisphere, and they want to protect as much as they can their allies in Japan and South Korea. Now, another position as Russia was to safeguard all North Korean officials and the head of state, which is Kim Jong-un, from being prosecuted in any way.
Topic B was not in order, so it was not opened at all.
As the Russian Federation, I was one of the main participants in the creation of a solution, which came to be regarding the North Korean crisis, which helped economically improve North Korea as well as reduce the risk of any war on the Eastern nations. Now, a way to get other countries to join our proposal were proposing that North Korea began opening itself to the Western world and its culture, B, to reduce tensions both from North Korea towards South Korea and vice versa, and C, to make sure that there would be an economic profit as development within North Korea and its openness to other people to come within the nation. As how my position differs from my nation, I agree in the position that there should be the most peaceful resolution, maybe even opening up North Korea into the Western world. However, I do not agree with the fact that there's way too much military power, both from the United States, the United Kingdom, South Korea, Japan, Russia itself, and that's the aspect which I do not consider so useful. I consider that maybe the more peace that can be formed out of it, the better.
Hi, my name is Paulina, and I was the president of the Comité Olímpico Panamericano.
My name is Luisa, and I was a moderator.
My name is Adri, and I was Cade.
The topic A was fomentación del deporte en áreas de bajos recursos.
And topic B was inclusión de los atletas con algún tipo de discapacidad en los deportes de la primera fuerza.
And our committee, as we said before, was Comité Olímpico Panamericano.
The arguments that the delegates presented in the topic A was the passport and the making of new sports centers in order to let the people make more sport. And in the topic B, they want to gather both the one that have disabilities and the one that doesn't have disabilities to make a unified competition where they can have equal rights.
I was moderator in MOON for Comité Olímpico Panamericano, and for the participation or arguments that I saw that other delegates gave, for topic A were that they wanted to give them passports or visas, and for topic B that they wanted to start new competition or include the people with disabilities, and I thought that they were really good arguments, and at the end they came to really good resolutions.
So I was Cade in the chair of the Comité Olímpico Panamericano, so I really don't have any arguments that I participated into the debate, but I found that the best arguments of the delegates were that many of them were trying to fund the sports facilities with not monetary, but with resources that they were able to give for a fund between all of the Latin American countries. They also proposed a passport or a visa to be able for the athletes to be able to quickly travel across countries for the sports events. And I think another argument that was important was that they were trying to give them proper training to the athletes so they have a better performance in the sports.
During the United Nations model, I was president of the COP, Comité Olímpico Panamericano. The committee was in Spanish, and my role in that committee was to make sure that all the delegates were following the procedure rules. And in the first sessions, I was always grading the position papers of the delegates. And when I finished it, I was making sure that they were following the rules and paying attention in what they were saying, and I help them to make the resolution paper.
So for this model, as I said before, I was moderator. I was part of the chair. My job consisted in speaking with the delegates and helping the debate flow. In the first day, in Friday, I got sick, so I had to leave to go home and to the doctor, and the president took in for me. And then the second day, we worked on topic B.
So I was part of the chair as CADE, and I had to constantly stand up for the diplomatic notes between the delegates, and I had to make sure they were appropriate enough for the UN model. And I also help other chair members in checking about discipline and arguments and counting as quality participations.
In my personal opinion, I think that both topics are cool and I am in favor of them because if we foment the sport in people, we are also helping them to improve their health, and I also like a lot of sports.
So personally, I think that the proposals were really good. I enjoyed being the moderator. The delegates that participated did a really good job. And the topic A and topic B, I'm completely in favor.
So my personal position regarding both topics, I think for topic A, that it is really important for people to be able to practice sports and maintain their health regardless of their economic situation and where they live. And I think it's a really important place to take action that governments are not taking into account. And it should be more important, and it should really be a matter of interest for the United Nations. And regarding topic B, I think that's a harder topic because I think equality for athletes, regardless if they have a disability, they should be able to participate, but the rules to prevent inequalities should be more, they should be clear, so athletes can be included but without inequalities, and maybe a macro sports event could be useful, but with certain rules and really in a safe environment for the athletes.